So in today's video, we talked about
Powerful live with
definitely
Mary from Mary Water Priestess about many things actually. So the
Yep.
idea of that live was to speak about how to speed up the ascension process and also how to reach your highest possible timeline and dimension.
definitely. So during that channeling, we had different spirit that came forth. We had the Andromedan, we had also Ra, and we have Odin,
Odin
the
and
god,
yes, and also Mary's higher self.
definitely,
So
which is
very,
played in.
yeah, very interesting live. So also how to master the basics.
Once
We will
again,
never stress that point enough.
definitely not. Do
It's
the work.
do the work. That's the key in that whole game. So very like many gold nuggets.
Nuggets.
Yeah, big chunk of gold.
Huge.
Huge. So yeah, enjoy that video.
A lot of meat.
Yeah, and more to come as always.
One love.
Hi everyone, this is Marri, Water High Priestess, and this is going to be the live with the Love Beans. This is going to be live channeling that we will be doing with them. So I'm going to wait until they arrive and then we will get started. Thank you for your patience. I was running a little late. Hello everyone. Let me see if that went through. Perfect. Hi, family.
Hi, beautiful.
How are you?
Amazing. Perfect. Yes, let's raise the volume. Yeah, perfect.
Yes.
Perfect.
How are you? How you been?
Good. Very busy.
Yeah.
Before I do lives now, I kind of have to like set a prayer and set an intention, because every time I do lives, I realize that it gets glitchy. But it's kind of like I have to, create a power of like
Yeah.
my flame, so like there's no entities that try to come and intervene or whatever.
Perfect.
Good. So glad to finally be doing a live with you and start working together. So yes, I'm excited about that. So yeah, so basically, maybe we can maybe introduce ourselves for those who are not familiar. So maybe if you want to begin.
Yes, of course. So,
Yes.
hi everyone. My name is Mari. Mari Water High Priestess. I am like a master healer. Also like an angelic intuitive. I connect a lot with the angels. I'm here to just show everyone that you could also be your own healer, that you could also connect to your higher self, to the angelic realms, and we're just all here as a team working together to put this whole ascension, guide into plan. So this is a little bit about me.
Cool. So about us, I mean, I'm Niyama,
Vince.
and we channel the love being, a council from the ninth dimension, coming that are here to help us in the ascension process. So this is basically what we do lately. A lot, yeah.
Yes.
But it's all about creating that momentum for ascension and really making it happen for ourselves.
Yeah.
And first, and also to help others during this ascension process to make it easier on them. And that's exactly, I think, the topic of this
live is how to make it happen faster.
Yeah.
Which I'm passionate about that. So I'm really looking forward to it, because it seems like first stage is to heal. So far we did a lot of work. And just to put people in context, you were on one of our first live on the Love Beings.
Yes, it's true.
So you were on the, one of our very first live, and you just came in and you were not too sure like to who you were speaking with. So they clarified.
Well, that's what I don't think that's what she was perceiving, but that's what the Love Being were perceiving.
Yeah. So they clarify, and then
So
you were
that's-
open to receive the message, and they told you what you needed to hear in that live. And I saw like that right away. I could feel that you were very serious, taking notes, and really and not here to fool around. So, and after that, you booked like 2 private channeling with us, because we also do private channelings. because it is a gift that we feel that it has to be shared. So we are open for that as well. So they were very interesting, challenging, and you started like to disclose some of them on your page with some reels. So grateful for that to spread the words. And yeah, so I just want to say that I acknowledge like the work that you do, and
Yeah, definitely.
I see that you're doing the work. So you're not some. It's more maybe for it's different level of how you're serious you are into that path, and I can feel that you are like
Applying, doing the work.
And that's key. So we really highly resonate with that because we
That's
highly
really
believe
important.
into that, to apply the knowledge, not just to consume the knowledge, but to apply, because just to know and not doing is like
It's not to know.
yeah. So at the end of the day, we have to roll up our sleeves and apply and make it happen. We are the boots on the ground. So yeah.
So we are proud. We're really
Yes.
proud of you. We're
Yeah.
proud of all those that are doing the work.
Yes.
And the beautiful live that you do, and the beautiful, the sharing, all the sharing that you share is really beautiful to see, and we are really very proud to see you, and we are proud of ourselves. We are proud of the collective. Yes. But some are being more in the forefront, if I can say, and they are really putting themselves out there, and it's not easy.
Yeah, it takes courage
to do that.
Yeah.
But it takes courage, but you have a lot of courage, and we really appreciate that.
Yes, thank you. I think I always say it's our higher selves, you know, that really pushes us, because on that first live I had with you guys, I was so shy. It was my first live ever, and I was like, I was like, now or never, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And it's like
leap of
no.
Yeah.
Oh.
So grateful. Yeah, me too. Like not long ago, I never been attracted to social media really.
Me neither.
But we are here to use it as a tool to spread the message and to put ourselves out there. So for me as well, it's a very recent thing to put myself out there on social media like that. So a few years ago, I could not have envisioned myself being on the front of the camera like that. I was very camera shy. But you know, it's at the end of the day, you create your reality. So if you switch your mindset, you can just reach wherever.
And I think we have a reason to do it now as well. Maybe in the past we didn't have a good enough reason to go out and be like, yeah, I'm going to talk to people, and like, what am I going to talk about anyway? But now it feels like we have a message and we have a reason to do it. So I think that's why we have more this profound change that we are feeling, and I know you are feeling it also. We've been talking back and forth, Marri, and I know that amazing things are happening inside of you, and you're seeing how things are transforming. But everything happened after, like Vincent said, a quantum leap. You had to took a moment of faith, of a leap of faith into yourself, and you're creating that new reality for you. And this is what we did for ourselves.
To go outside of our comfort zone. So it's where the magic happens. So we have to do that and face our fear all the time, fear after fear after fear, to overcome them. It's a process. And it's a beautiful process.
So what it is that you did, you know, on your side to accelerate your own ascension
so far?
I feel like a lot of us do have our abilities and gifts, and I feel like a lot of us recognize that as a child. So I think I stopped suppressing that part of me, you know. I think the first step is always healing. You have to heal. You have to get rid of the fear, because those are like part of the process. Because once you get rid of the fear, you just realize that you're here for a bigger mission. Like, it's bigger than ourselves. And I think it's just once I got back into like channeling, being comfortable with like the spirit world, I feel like that's when I was able to connect with my guides, connect with the angels. Like, they were putting me in the right places at the right time, because that's the thing, we didn't come here alone. We came here with the of angels, like our guides. Like, we are, like, even if you can't see them, like, they help you in the other side, in their spiritual realm. So once you recognize that you have the help and you ask them what you need help for, it just gets better from there. I feel like that's what it is. Just recognize.
I agree to that statement.
Wow.
Because since the love being approach us to work with them, I mean, it changed everything. Like the evolution is so fast, and we get downloads after downloads after downloads, and we are like machines to process all that. And yeah,
Yeah.
so it's very impressive. And
Yeah.
I'm very excited about the topic of today is how to speed up the ascension process, because now I feel that many of us, okay, we know we are star seeds.
Mhm.
Yes, there is solar flash coming. We are all like in aligned with that. But in the meantime, what can we do? You know, just to not only to make it happen faster, but we will also reach different density based on the work and vibration and what will we achieve. So our goal is not only to make it happen faster, but how can we access the highest possible timeline and dimension for our own self. So that's key as well. So it's amazing to know like all the history that we didn't know about, like the star seeds and all that, and the solar flash. But now, what can we do in a day-to-day basis to not only to make it happen faster, but to reach the highest possible dimension and timeline for ourselves?
Exactly. That's what I was noticing as well. Like we all quantumly jumped. We're in a higher timeline. And the reason why I know that is because the downloads that we're receiving, like it's like I think we were in a stage where we're like recognizing that we were star seeds and we were getting used to the idea, but now it's in this, like now we're in another stage. Now we're like, okay, we know that's the plan, we know that's happening, but how are we each individually going to assist in this ascension? Because I realize that it's not as simple as it was. It's not. I know now that the 144A are not all going to leave at the same time. Like this is a deeper plan, and I think like our Sky family has been waiting for us to get to that point to like really like us to understand our positions as we like begin to get into that stage that is coming soon. I feel so.
Yeah.
That's very important.
Yes. So yeah, looking forward to this live, and curious to see the question that you have for the love beings in that regards. And yeah, so
I just one question that I saw by Awake Your Great. It says, so when you were first building your channeling connection, what did you most focus most on? What did we most
building channeling connection?
Yeah, well, it's not like I was trying to do anything.
We got approached by the love
It just happened because I was not trying. Well, the truth is that we were in the beginning of our relationship, and we were doing a lot of tantra. And you get really high in vibration.
Yes.
And I felt like someone trying to tell me go and talk to him, and that's what happened, so on and so on and so on. But I think that what I was focusing on was feeling good. If I have to describe it in a way, it would be I was making sure that I was feeling good at all time, all day, even if time, as much as possible. If it's not feeling good, it's feeling a little better. What can I do to feel just a little better right now? So that was always my number one goal. I feel crappy. Can I feel just okay? I feel good. Can I feel like just a bit? So it was always trying to reach the next level with music, with dancing, with a smile, the smile therapy. That's crazy. But those things, you will look silly, but believe me, they work. It's better to look silly than to be silly and to really be miserable. Better look silly than miserable.
Where you are, so that's,
yeah. So, yeah.
I just want to add a little bit of what you mentioned. I think that is so important because like when you channel, you have to keep in mind that they are in high vibration, like in a high dimension than this plane of reality. So yeah, exactly. Doing things like that naturally elevates your vibration. So you kind of have to meet them halfway. So you just need to connect to them, to hear them, or any way that they come. So yeah.
Yeah. And a detail is that we are actual like twin flame coming from the same oversoul. So what the love being explained us is when there's two beings that meets and they start like vibing together, it create that vortex that they can spot right away. So it's create a very high vibrational vortex, so they can see it like easily from above. So they found us very easily like that just by the energy field that we were emitting. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. So that's about it in a nutshell.
So I know we want to start the live, but I just want to add that yesterday we did a channeling.
Yes, important.
With
a marathon channeling,
yeah,
like
it was
2 hours and a half.
almost 3 hour
Yeah.
channeling.
Yeah, that's
with a really smart, brilliant brain.
yeah.
His name is Andrew.
Yes.
You probably know about him. And he was asking all those wonderful questions to the Andromedan people, and in the topic they were actually expressing how the level of awakening and the level to actually get to the other stage. So we already, it's like, you know, synchronicity, like we are having this live and just the day before we are receiving so many answers from the Andromedan
for the today's topic.
Yeah, so he has notes, and it will probably ask the love being to repeat some of the things that Andromedan said, and maybe have more clarity.
Go more detail, because this live is all about that. So.
Yes, how to get to there faster.
So I already have some notes, but we will dive deeper. And,
so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm sorry.
I will just
yep. So I'm gonna come back in 2 minutes.
Yeah, because we try to drink like a gallon of water per day.
Yeah, nice. Just in case, I think I'll also bring my water really quick and my charger just in case, because I think we're gonna get really important information. So be right back.
Yeah, perfect. So yeah, so something that I can add is like it's our first live with Mary. So usually when we do our live on our page, we try to keep it like at an hour long. But when it's a first live like that, we know it's going to be beyond an hour. So we don't want to rush things. And if we have beautiful messages from the love beings, we don't want just to cut it short. So we'll just go with the flow. So you good?
At least what you're doing.
Mary just went to get some water.
30 minutes at the time.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Wow.
Right on time.
To take a sip, and I'll be right. All good now.
Yep. Perfect. So are we ready to start, or do we have
anything else you want to address, or we call love beings?
I think we're good. I also just want to set the intentions.
Yes.
Or after.
You can start.
Yeah, you can start, and we will add whatever we feel that needs to be added.
If any.
If any.
Okay. So I set the intentions to receive open answers that we're all ready to receive. I also want to just I did it before, but I just want to do it again. I want to create like a vortex around us, like a violet flame, a circle of violet flame in all of our energy fields, everyone that's in the live as well, so that no low vibration or anything of that matter can try to come in, even if someone has one attached to them unconsciously. Also, if there's any tracking device or anything of that that people may have unconsciously as well, allow that to be destroyed and alchemized by the flame, so that we are in a peaceful environment of the highest light. So just wanted to do that.
Thank you very much.
Grateful.
I'm gonna set my intentions.
Yes.
So I always love to start with gratitude. gratitude for the time, gratitude for the moment that we have together, gratitude for the wind, gratitude for the water, gratitude for the water priestess, gratitude for love, gratitude for life, gratitude for this matrix that is teaching us a lot. So grateful, thankful, and appreciative. I just want to bathe ourselves in this white pure light directly coming from the source. And in this white pure light, we feel amazingly good. We feel connected to thee. We feel connected to the universe. We feel connected to the highest version of ourselves. Surrounding this white pure light, we always have around us this golden aura that is protecting us from anything that is below the love spectrum. We only accept and welcome guides, spirits that are from the love spectrum and above. Anything below is completely rejected here. They are not welcomed here. Like you said, Marri, thank you very much. So we are fully protected, we are harmonized, we are ready to receive messages and upgrades. So it is, so it is, so it is. I am that I am ready to receive. So I think that we should all
Amen to that.
be ready to receive.
Yes. So we will now do a quick meditation, 3 to 5 minutes as usual for those who are not familiar. So during that time, I invite everyone to tap into their heart and to vibrate love. And it's just a beautiful moment and a good thing just to keep us like in that kind of good energy. And also it's just good for the whole universe to vibrate love like that. So
Okay.
let's do this and we will be right back with the love beings.
Okay. Hmm. Love and light.
Love and light. Are we with the love beings?
The Andromedan.
Andromedan today. Interesting. Grateful for the Andromedan to be here again today. We had a nice moment yesterday with Andrew. Very insightful information. So we are here today with Marri we're grateful for her to having us on her page for this first collaboration together. So before Marri asks any question, do you have any message for her and her audience?
It is a great pleasure to assist humanity in this moment in time. It is pleasurable to us to see you asking those questions. It is of great importance that you human understand that going faster is one thing, but you have to put the base. You have to build a solid base to make it accessible and solid. In this microwave society where everything needs to be fast, it is very important for you to understand the difference between accelerating something that is ready to happen within you or accelerating something when you are not ready. So one needs to be honest within oneself to know if it is time to accelerate it within you or not. There is no shortcut to real freedom. There is only, probably we can express it like that, a roadway or an highway. You can go faster, but the length is the same. It's all about the mind, but the mind needs to be ready to go faster. The mind needs to be ready. When the mindset is ready, then you humans will be ready. Just get the mindset. and we are here to discuss.
Grateful. So mindset on a personal and also collective level, I guess.
Everything starts with personal.
Personal first.
When one person has a ha-ha moment, like you call it, that person is sending a vibration around itself and is acting like a tower. And this tower will send vibration around that tower, and everyone that is close to that vibration will tune into the vibration that is sent and will receive the download, even if it's not consciously done. You see?
Makes sense. Yes. So, Mary, do you have any questions that come up to your mind?
Yes. Well, first, I would like to thank you guys for being present with us today. Looking forward for your wisdom today. I also, before we get started, I wanted to ask if there was a specific message for me today. And also, I am aware of who I am. So I feel I will give you permission to speak about anything regarding like my higher self or anything in that matter, because I'm very open to my soul family, like everyone is aware of my position here and so on, so feel free to share anything with me and them. It's important for me for that matter. So if there's a specific message for me before we get started on the questions.
Okay, ship. You are one very lucky girl. The ship. There is a huge ship. Oh, okay. Okay. You will have to but just be aware that around you, even in your house, there is a ship. How funny it is. Well, in a world where space doesn't mean anything and where matters is not really solid but malleable, you have huge ships that can transform into microscopic ships. But within the infinitely small, you will find the infinitely big. Your house, your surrounding, you are around you, creating vortexes through the water. You and the water is highly special. Sometimes, even when you take a bath, when you drink water, the manifestation of this ship can even happen through a glass of water. They are the master of the water element, which means that they can create a vortex through any water source. Since you are the water spirit, this is easily accessible to you and around you. But you have to increase the potency of that gift. You have to trust yourself at a deeper level. You have to trust yourself as you are. at a deeper level, because you are the element of water. It is something that you have mastered long before this life. It is only time to remember. At a deeper level, physically remember. Through the water, know that your family, your cosmic family, are surrounding you, directly protecting you. Yourself. Where is your crown? Ask
Yeah.
the higher self, sitting on her solidly. She asked, where is your crown? Communication will increase through this crown. Where is your crown?
Okay. I will wear it more often. So my higher self is there with you right now?
We see. She's on the line, as you would say. Yes.
Okay. Before I get into the questions for like Ascension for us all, this ship, is this the same ship I've been going and visiting from time to time? The one above me?
It's always around you, always around you. It's a multi-dimensional ship. You have to understand that it's a being in itself that can transform and transmute itself. It's more than a technology. It's organic technology. And within this organic technology, you will have small vessels, small flying saucer. Right now, we are connected to the one, a smaller craft that has your higher self on it, that is actually monitoring this whole conversation. She won't allow anything to happen to you. She's very strict yet loving, but very so magnificent. Magnificent she is.
Okay, let's get into this conversation. I believe me and people in the world right now collectively, I believe we've kind of come into a better understanding on becoming beyond even just being aware, right, that we're star seeds and we have a mission here and so on. I think that collectively people have been receiving messages, have been receiving visions to be able to help them understand the bigger picture, to help them understand that there's more of this whole thing we signed up for, right? Besides just remembering who we are, our mission. And one of the things that I want to start with is when I go on to the big mothership, that's when I realized that I saw the body that is waiting for me in pod, and we could also call them, I guess, the immersion pods. I believe we are coming to understanding that most of our bodies are in stasis right now. But I know that not everyone is in a stasis mode. So I think we are advancing down here on ground to understand or remembering how we were even able to come down here. So maybe can we talk a little bit about that so that we can have a better awareness of it? Because I always see when I go to the ship, I'm in the room with everyone's pods. So I think people are also having visions of this. So whatever you think that we're ready to hear regarding that, I think it will be important for people to hear and understand.
Yeah, pods also called med beds. To me, it was med beds. I didn't know what pods were, but it's, yeah, just different name, same thing.
We will explain something. We want to explain once again multidimensionality. We want to explain again that time is always in the present time. Time is always now. The past and the future is a construct. There is always and only the now moment. Even though you can remember your past, even though you can create the future, it's always through the lens of the present. Now, that being said, your higher self, if you want to call it that way, or your angelic self, if you want to call it that way, or your extraterrestrial self, as you call it, if you want to call it that way. You have one self that is in a pod, med bed, however you want to call it. That self that is lying there, does this part of you is multidimensional as well? The answer is yes. Which means that through this time when you are sitting or lying down, your self in the form of your higher self can come to you in many other forms, in as if they are not sleeping. Yourself visiting yourself, visiting yourself. When you go into those, when you see those pods and you see yourself flying there, is it the only reality where you exist? We say, no, it is not. You are a multi-dimensional being. And that being is evolved past a certain point. Therefore, some or most of your bodies are in bodies in one time, in the moment, in the universe where time doesn't really exist, is lying in a pod med bed. But that version of you can also come and contact you and talk to you. And you won't see them lying down. You will see them interact with you. But it is a memory that was already created in advance. You see? It's time to deconstruct the construct that you have of time and of linear thinking. It's time to break that mold and to revisit how things can unfold. We just wanted to make that clear. Is it clear?
Overall, yes, that's a lot of information, and I will get more out of this when I will watch that. I always get all the messages. Sometimes I need to watch or listen to the channeling 2-3 times to really get all out of it.
It's simple though.
Yeah.
Imagine yourself being multiplied throughout time and dimension. It is what you are, after all. Therefore, your future self can come in the past, and your past self can come in the present. It is exactly the same as above, so below. You are seeing yourself laying there in a pod. But what tells you that the same self cannot come and contact you in your present moment? When? The question is, when are you seeing them lying on that pod? When is it? There is no when. There is just now. Do you understand? We say.
Profound. A lot of new information. We're ready for this now. So it's time to anchor this in this realm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. See, yes, I do understand for the most part my multi-dimensional aspects of myself, and I've come to an understanding of even who I am as a self, as my higher self. I'm aware of her role. She's me, right? This next question I have, and this is where I was wanting to explain or have your perspective on, is regarding our positions. So I want to talk about where I feel I fit in this whole thing, and where I think everyone else, like in a, like where they also have like their roles. So for this ascension process to begin, would you agree that first the 12 members of the council, who are also in their higher selves, Palladian, Elohim, or Anunnakis, however, is that they like to identify themselves? Do these beings have to be the ones to ascend first to be able to create this energy field to assist the rest of the other councils that are here, or the starseeds and humanity as a whole?
The question is, do this council need to open the door to create access to the ascension for others? Is that the question?
And more as in, do we need to be the ones to ascend first? In a way, opening the door, maybe? Because I know there's waves of ascension, right? So will the 12 members, who I know will be the 13 after this energy field that we have to create, do they have to be the ones to ascend first?
We will say this. First of all, we have to re-explain multidimensionality. The 12, what does it mean? Does it mean 12 humans, or does it means 12 souls? That is a good question, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, 12 souls. Can a soul have multiple life at the same time?
Yeah.
Can an oversoul have multiple life on earth right now?
Yes.
Just want you to focus on that for a second.
Yeah.
Now, let's carry on. The 12, the 13 will automatically, just naturally evolve faster. It's not that they have to. It will happen. It is what it is. They are far more evolved or advanced It's like an adult comparing to a teen. It's not that they are better, but they are more ready. They are more flexible within their mind and more capable of moving and shifting the energy and transmuting the energy. Therefore, the door of heaven will be opened more easier, more naturally to them, because they are already in balance for this new hurt.
Yes.
Does that answer your question?
Yes. Would you guys have a message that the 12 need to hear at this moment?
Within this new reality that will be created, there will be a few different steps to access higher realm faster. The first stage, like we said, was understanding that there is a law of attraction, first degree.
Yeah, this wasn't my note to go through those 5 degrees.
Ascension.
Yes, very important. Key information here. Take notes.
So we start with the law of attraction, understanding that there is a cause and effect, and everything that comes out of your brain will affect physical matter. And you will have others understanding of how wide you can go around you. How far is your reach? We want to say to the 13 that those stages has to be respected and understood to create a momentum. But it is not only for the 13. It is for all the star seeds to understand their place in time and in space.
Yes.
So understand the power of the law of your thoughts first.
And can you go through the 5 degree? Because we just spoke about the first one. So the first one
What do you want to know?
Just to identify them. So my understanding based on our discussion yesterday with Andrew is that the first degree was to understand that there is that law of attraction. So this is something like from the book The Secret and information like that. So people that are open to that is the very first stage, the first degree of ascension, right? Okay. And then maybe if you can expand on the second, the third, the fourth, and the 5th degree. The 5th being to be omnipresent, to really understand the omnipresence. But between understanding the law of attraction and omnipresence, there is other degrees. So if you could break those down for us, that would be key information that I wanted to share today with the collective.
So the law of attraction, level 1. Understanding that you are one with everything that is around you. Understanding that inside of you, there is the infinite potential to achieve and to obtain whatever you seek. Just like a web, when you are heavy on that web and everything is sucked right into you because of the density, the potency of your energy. How heavy is your energy in the energetic field? When you become so heavy in the web and the web gets so, you get so heavy And we want to talk about heaviness, what it means when we say heaviness. When you human think of heavy, you think of, it's so hard. Everything is difficult. When we say heavy, we mean being solid energetically. So when you become heavy energetically, you are becoming like what we call, or we could call in your term, a black hole, which means that you are so heavy that everything that you call forth is directly attracted to you. In higher realm, everything you think about, you are so heavy energetically that things are being directly sucked right into your own black hole, which means that you are creating instantaneously. Law of attraction, just understanding this concept is first.
First degree, yeah.
Second degree, through time, understanding that time is a concept. Time is not real. If you can learn to detach yourself from the body and the time, you will understand that things will evolve and move faster. You will understand that you can go through distances with more precision. When you are detached from time and space, you understand that this concept is keeping you bounded. It's time to evolve beyond that realm. It's time to understand that within you, there is this infinite potential. And then you climb your way to become the one with everything. And when you become one, and when you become omnipresent, you understand that you can be everything, everywhere, at every place, at every moment. It is so simple, yet it is such a stretch for most humans to understand. But when you are at that time, the source is open. The door is fully open to access different type of dimensions. The door will be fully open when you become united. Unity, awareness. When you understand that me being right, you being wrong doesn't mean anything.
It's love.
Everything always go back to love. If you can understand that there is only love, and you can understand that the omnipresence is everything, therefore there is no hate, there is no enemy, there is just you within you accessing higher realm, and you will create this momentum for yourself and for your realm, and your realm will start to understand that there is no enemy if it's not within me. Which means that I cannot be my own enemy. I am my friend because I love me. Therefore, I must come to a moment of peace within myself and really dive in, and understanding that from this moment in time now, all those that want to go past and move faster must come to that understanding. You have to understand the power of your thoughts, of your actions. You have to understand that time is not really what it is. You have to understand that everything comes with unity and that you are omnipresent.
Yeah, so basically that's from step 1 to 5, but could you maybe break down a little bit more, like each step?
What do you want to know? We
like,
break it down.
Yeah, like second degree to me was like first degree is to understand like the law of attraction, that there is more to this world than just being, let's say, in the left brain stuck in the matrix. So there is like the law of attraction. To understand that concept is like first degree. And then second degree is to understand more like, okay, we are star seeds, and this kind of information that is fairly still like new to many. Then the third degree was to be to understand like the sovereignty, that we were sovereign. So this is the notes I have from yesterday. Then the fourth degree, I didn't hear it properly in the channeling yesterday, so I put a question mark. And then we have the fifth degree that you just explained with omnipresence. So if you could maybe further expand on degree 2, 3, and 4.
2, 3, and 4, like we said, when you understand that there is no time, you understand that there is no space, it means that you can be everywhere, everything. But you understand that there is no space. I can go from one place to another. Everything is accessible to me. Everything is accessible. I just have to reach my hand and grasp it. Then you understand that you are beyond what you call time and space. You are beyond what it is now. And then you evolve to understand that you are unity. What is unity if not sovereignty? Those words are the same thing. When you are united with your core, when you understand that within you there is nothing that can shake you off your real, yourself, you understand that there is nothing out there that can shake you off your balance, because you are the king and the queen of your own existence.
Yeah.
When you understand that you can maneuver through those elements, you become a master of the elements. This is the fourth. You become the master of your elements.
Yeah.
And when you become a master, you can maneuver with all those things that we just spoke about. And you can understand that you can become omnipresent. Because when you understand that you can master all the three below, you understand that after that point, there is no turning back to being weak. There is no turning back to being a victim. You are omnipresent. But this is a huge topic on its own.
Yes.
We cannot take all the time.
We will get back to it for sure. For sure. So yes, so grateful for this first like public introduction. So to me, it was very important to share this information today, because I feel that it is key to understand as a collective. Yes.
Yes, thank you for sharing that. We're all ready to receive that information and integrate it individually, and that this information helped me prepare for this next question I have for you guys. I feel like most of us understand, the law of one. We understand our multidimensional aspects of ourselves, and you're just clarifying that for all of us on just how we could exist on all these different timelines and all these different, I call them avatars, right? That we have different dimensions. So this is something that I wanted to clarify with you guys, because every time I have visions, sometimes I have to kind of put these visions in a way where I have to see where the visions are coming from, as in like what timeline, because I have visions of when I'm already like merged with my multidimensional aspects of myself, because that's when I see myself, having fire coming out of my head, and I see myself in this war, which I'm feeling that it's going to be in a different timeline. So I think that's just me connecting, right, to all of the parts of myself. And so with this information, I want to ask, when it comes to this ascension process, do you believe that the whole 144K star seeds that are here, are they all going to ascend all at once, or are they also part of them meant to stay either in the fourth dimension or even in the third dimension reality, where once these two earths split, some soldiers would have to stay in those timelines to continue assisting these souls that are not going to make time to ascend in time? Is this how we? Is this what do you guys think on this? Because I know we're all soldiers, right? We all signed up for it, but I think right now I need the starseeds to have a better understanding and clarity that we were here to assist in all levels of this big timeline war that we've been having in the cosmos for a while. So if you could put some light on that and share with us on that.
Like you said, when you are at war and you're winning, but yet everything is not perfectly stable, do you call all the troop back at once? No. You left some of them behind, but you take most of them out. But you let the enemy see you for a bit longer. You let them understand now it is your stamp. You let them understand that. One thing at a time. Slowly, you take them out until there is none or not many at all. Some of them would probably prefer to stay and make sure that everything is always on check. Some of the starseed, we don't want to say 144 yet, some of the starseed has decided to stay within the whole process. And it's their decision, and we applaud them.
Yeah.
But a lot of you are sick and tired of being sick and tired. We understand the heaviness of this mission. We understand. We understand how hard it is. But as heavy as it seems, this is bringing your energetic field to such a high level. The degree of energy that is emitting out of you and from now on, from life after life, will be priceless. Believe us when we say. The 144 are more different. They came in to be the wave that would whoop this whole density around. They are to be evolved really quickly into higher realms. Most of them didn't come to stick around in this realm, but a lot of starseed are in between. They are there to stay, and some are there to leave as quick as they can. Have you ever talked to someone that you would indict and identify as a starseed, but they are not really concerned with what's going on with the world? Have you ever met someone like that? We can guarantee that you have. They are concerned, but not that much. And they don't want to get involved with all that starseed things. That's too much for them for now. But they believe it somehow, but it's too much for them for now. It is because they are holding the light on a longer run. They are not ready to be awakened fully yet. But on the long run, they will wake up and they will help their own wave.
That's profound.
Yeah. That's how I see it, as I am receiving these visions. I see that the soldiers who've already made the decision at a soul level to stay behind in certain timelines, I guess you can call them, so that they can assist those in those timelines. And I think I want to clarify with everyone here to everything that you're doing, all these things that you're leaving on your pages are going to be important for those that are staying behind, because that will be something that they can always go back to, because maybe they're not awakened now, but they will be later. And at least even if you're gone from their reality, they'll be able to read, or they'll be able to learn from anything that you leave behind for the ones that will be living. We all have different roles. That's kind of what I wanted to bring into this conversation. And now that you guys know a little bit more, you guys could understand what is your role into this bigger mission. So that's why I feel like collectively, I feel like, you know, we're all ready to hear that. So thank you for clarifying that. I don't think people knew that part, which is really important. I think people had the idea that we're all going to leave at once, and it's not like that, because the mission is bigger than that. After all, it's just this big war that we're trying to clear up in every timeline that we can. So
well said.
Well said, yeah. Grateful for your input. It's very well thought and well said. Yeah.
Beautiful.
That was a big one. I hope that helped. But now I want to ask a couple of questions about things. Is there something you guys can touch base on Odin? I realize Odin has been getting the attention of a lot of us. I know he recently tried to talk to me as well. So is there a higher message he needs the collective to hear, or the connection to Odin at this point and moment?
Odin?
Yeah.
Yes.
The god?
Yes.
What we see is, once again, the element of the power within the water, the power within the thoughts, water, mind, water. Okay. What we are getting from this energy field that is around Odin and around you, because you are asking for it, is that you have to leave for a moment your mind behind, humans. The connection that you have to your mind is too loud. The synchronization with the heart must come first, and is not even second in your day-to-day life. Most human. What we are seeing from Odin is really the mind, the water. Be water, my friends. Be water. We are truly, okay, word. Okay. Okay. He's talking about the movement of the water, of the energy, and of the breath. The breath is key.
Yeah.
Your breath is too shallow.
It's part of the basics.
Shallow breath, shallow depth. It's not deep enough. Okay? The breath, the water, the mind, the connection between the mind and the heart, synchronized. This is what we are getting from this entity, energetically, very strong entity. Very strong. Magnetic. Yes, magnetic. Oh, when you harmonize, when you harmonize the mind, the heart, you become magnetic. This is when you create your black hole and the Merkaba. Okay, we see a lot of visuals. The mind, when the mind and the heart are in sync, you increase your energy. And if you make that energy move, you create the Merkaba within you, which means that you are becoming so potent that you attract faster and faster and faster and faster. But you have to believe in yourself and you have to believe in thee. This is the message that we got.
Grateful.
Very grateful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Now, is there a message that raw energy, like is there a message from him today?
Glorious is the sun that is within your heart. Glorious is the mind that see with depth of vision. When you incarnate the sun, you see further, brighter vision, brighter future. You are the people of the sun. Within you there is the heart that must burn like 1,000 suns. Let that fire be seen throughout the realm. Let them see you, I say. Let them feel you. Let them feel your heat. Ra. They call me Ra. Ra. If you are omnipresent, it means that you are part of me. And inside of you, there is a part of me. Ra. Heart. Ra. Ambition. And Ra. Mixed together. You have to put yourself out there. The sun never hides. Even if there is cloud, you still see the brightness of the sun. A true sun cannot be hid. Allow yourself to be seen. Allow yourself to go out of your prison cell that you're putting upon yourself. Respect your divinity. Own your place in the world. Spread your wings and fly. Isn't it time? Isn't it time? Isn't it time?
Totally. Been stuck into my left brain most of my life, so I'm out.
The mind doesn't create. The mind is there to put the ideas together, but the mind is not the creator. The heart creates because love is creation. The mind puts it together, but it is the heart that creates. When you put them together, creation and logic and concept and creation, you create a new concept and you put it to life. But if you stay stuck in concept with no love, with no heart, you are only focusing on half of the equation. Therefore, you cannot evolve past this realm. You will be stuck with the carnal mind.
Yes.
That will keep you bounded to a reality made of flesh when you are made of spirit.
Fully
Yeah, I
resonate.
feel that was a big message everyone needed to hear. Thank you,
Yeah.
Ra.
Great.
I have a question. Ra, the vision I had recently with you, did we go to Icon?
What?
The star, I don't know, I don't think I'm saying it right. Icon?
We don't know what you're referring to, Arclon. There is a lot of stars. But you want to know if you went there?
With you, with Ra.
Yeah.
With the Ra.
Yeah. Whatever star it may be.
We'll ask.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You really need your crown. You really need your crown. This is making you are not receiving as much as you should. You should wear your crown more. Marri. In this vision, we see you on a star, but we don't call it like what you just said. We don't even know that name. We call it stellar.
Stellar.
It is a very gaseous, yet very technological based, if we can say that, universe. It's a universe on its own. It's so big, yet so out of reach for most human, we mean. What do you want to know?
Why was I shown that vision? Is that one of my homes?
Homes, we don't see home. We see work or commitment, attachment, contract. It's more of the word in the human vessel are really not it. Job. Oh, so not enough word in that vessel, not enough words. But it's more of a contract, something that you have to do there. You have to go back there. It is linked, of course, it is linked with the Pleiadian force and the sun force that is both of your contrast within you. It's time for you to master those two at a higher level, and there is something that you must create on that realm. So you must go back there. You must go back there. You have to create more fire on that hurt. So you have to increase your fire and create more fire on that hurt. You have to work more on that. It's not a hurt, on that. It's a living thing. Human words are very human words are, you see.
Funny realm.
So you have to go back and you have to wear your crown.
Yes.
The crown is very important. It's a tool. Wear it more. Wear it more. Wear it more.
Okay. I had like maybe one more question before maybe we can get some questions from the collective before. But what is the significance right now of the planet Nibiru? If that's kind of how it's known here. I believe this could be maybe the home planet of the Pleiadian Elohims / Anunnakis.
What is the question?
What is the significance of that planet? Is there something that needs to be known by like the collective, or is that something more of like for me that I have to do? Because I know whatever I do, it's for the collective as well, right? So is that that's something that came into my space recently, so I want to see like, is there a bigger message for me regarding that planet, Nibiru or something like that?
It's good for the Pleiadian to go back home and to get realigned within your water. But it is not as part of all species. If we can say species, that sounds so pejorative, isn't it? Your words here are very limited. But this is mostly for the Pleiadian people. Or also even for the Lyran when they are looking for more water within their being. It's really made to rebalance. The soul is always seeking to rebalance itself. When you go on Stellar, it's to rebalance yourself. And when you go back on Nibiru, as you call it, it's always to rebalance yourself. So it is more about the Pleiadian trying to rebalance itself and your mother planet calling you back for you to remember and to activate codes, water codes within you. So when you think about those thoughts, drink water, be in the bath, take a shower, be in water, go in the ocean, go in the lake, be water. Focus on that. Focus on both of those planets to activate things within you. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Well, is there any other messages you would like to share regarding this ascension process now that we have a better understanding? What would be a message you would like to leave the collective regarding this process that I feel like it's coming close for?
We want to say this. Humans, please start working on yourself. Stop looking outside for a savior. There is no savior outside of you. Please, human, do not wait after the sun to save you. What if the sun create this solar flare, but because you haven't dealt with all your density, you are on another dimension where it didn't happen yet? Are you going to keep yourself in a dimension where it didn't happen yet because you are waiting after a savior and because you don't want to go through the lessons? There is no shortcut except if the mindset is ready to receive it. You will be going through life on a bicycle where you can be in a Lamborghini. What do you choose?
A spaceship.
Good. A spaceship. Even better.
Yeah.
You must focus on yourself and on the inner work. But people want to be caressed. They want to believe that everything will be land on their lap, and all they have to do is wait. Because you are in that type of realm where you get feed. You're bored? Here, I have something for you. You want to eat? Go eat that. Fast food. It's easy, it's cheap, it's fast. It's time to deprogram the mind and to realign yourself with your true sovereignty, with the unity that is within you, with thee, and with everything around you. When you focus on yourself and you accept that you are dreaming, because you are all dreaming.
Yeah.
This is not the reality as you think it is. This is only a dream within a dream. Ask question. Are you dead on that spaceship in the pod? Are you dead? Or are you sleeping? You are sleeping and you think you are awake. Do you think that you are dead above? You are only sleeping. And you think that you are awake in the game, but you are still asleep even within the game. Because when you are awake in the game, you understand that there is nothing keeping you bounded. There is no opposition. There is the carnal mind have no power. You understand that you are beyond this. You are a spirit. Therefore, everything in the physical matter is nothing but an illusion. But you believe in it. It hurts. Ow. It's painful. Oh, I'm so sad. It's so painful. I feel so much pain in my back. You feel the illusion. We're not saying that the illusion is not really solid. But if you learn to see through the illusion, you are free. This is sovereignty. This is not waiting after nobody to save you. This is true sovereignty. This is level 3.
Yeah, third degree, exactly.
So to become omnipresent and to become aligned with all that is, with all element, you must master this. When you feel sovereign, you will master the element. A lot of you are starting to master the elements and are well advanced in the elements within your heart, within your soul. All that's left is omnipresence. You are everything, and everything is you.
Yeah, grateful, powerful message.
It's very powerful.
Yes. So back to mastering the basics, like always, it's key. And this
The
is
master
all,
always master the basics.
and this is all like what Yema and I are all about always, on our page, on our YouTube channel. We already have a lot of material about that. And we did a live last Saturday with Cam about breath work, and that was something that is key, that was still missing to us, even if Nyama has a lot of knowledge. But yeah, there is a lot of material about that we have already covered, and we will continue to do so. So very important stuff here. For those who want to access the highest timeline and highest dimension, I mean, it's free will. At the end of the day, you can still.
There is no bad and good.
Yeah.
There is just choices.
It's your choice. So you can sit, lay back, and wait for the sun, or take action today. And this is all we are all about here. So it's for us, we want to achieve our highest possible timeline and reach the highest possible dimension available to us. That's our goals. Couple goals. Yeah.
Yes.
So very important message. And also maybe if you could expand on the importance of finding your tribe. That's key as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we form like a crystal grid, and if you can further expand on that, we had previous talk on that. So I think it's very important also to share. People, find your people.
When you find your people that are highly in resonance with, and you all agree on working towards a goal, a vision, what you are creating as a collective is a grid, a human grid. You are your own crystal in this grid. You have your own potency. You have your own work. You have your own job. When you are in contact with those that are highly in resonance with your soul, and we're not just talking about all type of starseed, but even within the starseed family, when you are able to really find your family, your power will be increased by 1,000-fold to the least as a group. It is time to find your own grid, your own tribe, and to rise above yourself and to create the world that you want to see as your tribe, your people.
Yes, because we're all about that as well. And Yama and I, like, we spent not this winter, but the one before, we did like Tantra all winter with the goal to manifest like-minded people here in Montreal, to be able to connect with other people. And now we have a beautiful tribe here in Montreal. So we experienced firsthand like the power of this, to be in contact. Like, internet is good, it's amazing, but to go camping and to go do activities and to celebrate birthdays together and like-minded people, it's a different life experience. So yeah, there's an alarm here. So yeah, so anyone that that's a powerful thing. So do we have like right now we didn't create our own micro society yet, but just to be at least in contact with people like that, I guess it's first step. But if we could even like live together and create that,
This is the whole point.
that the whole point is to
start to look for those that are in resonance.
Yes. And to create like our own little society outside of the matrix.
Yes.
Yeah, we are very aligned with that. So we are trying, right now our focus is to manifest that. We focus on all of that, on that. So that's key as well. So again, important to put that out there. I had other notes, maybe to give ideas.
The vessel is tired.
The vessel is tired. Yeah, that's a long channeling. So I guess if there is any final words, then we will further that. It's a process, so we cannot cover everything in a single life. So it's a process. So any final words then for Mary or the collective?
I did have one last question because we mentioned tribes. So I wanted to ask, is it important, for example, that the members of the 12 to find each other and connect with each other before the ascension begins? Are they now fully aware of who they are?
They are fully aware of who they are. But do they have to be in contact for the ascension to happen? That would put you in a box, wouldn't it? Yeah. Now your future depends on something else outside of you. No, it doesn't. They don't have to get together. All they have to do is work on themselves to create the highest timeline for themselves. Getting together is a bonus. In due time, they will get together, but it doesn't mean that it will happen as you think it will. Don't remember that there are spirit world. Don't forget that there is the sleep world, which is also the spirit world. What tell you that they are not having meetings every night in the spirit world? Yeah. Your eyes will deceive you.
Grateful. Good question. Yeah.
Very good question.
Thank you very much thank you so much. I'm so grateful for all this information that you gave us. It was really important, and I'm grateful.
We are in awe of your work, you personally, Mary, but also the collective. We are thankful for your muscle power that you put in this realm.
Yeah.
It was a good one.
Yeah.
We have a heart and soul full of pleasure. It is a great time to be with you. It is a great time to assist humanity. And it is a great time to evolve and to look at the birds fly. We will let the love being close.
Grateful and remittance.
Joy.
Joy. Thank you. Love beings. Wow. Always a pleasure.
Wasn't it?
Always. I'm so grateful for these.
Beautiful personality, don't you?
Yes.
See?
I love the Andromedans. We just love them so much. They are
funny.
Very funny. Yeah.
Joy. Joy. Yeah.
Yes.
Love. Joy. It's all for today. The vessel
needs to rest.
Needs to rest.
Yes.
But we love you and we see you. our heart to yours. Love and light.
Love and light. And
Hi.
she's back.
Hi. Grateful for you, sister. Thank you so much for sharing your gifts with us, for allowing us to connect heaven on earth. Like, it was very powerful messages for the collective.
Thank you. I didn't hear most of what you said. I'm sorry. I was like, I was buzzing.
It's a process to come back.
Yeah, and it was a bit more challenging because there was different people coming in.
Yeah, there was a lot. Ra, the Andromedan,
yeah,
Odin, the lovely
so it was interesting.
Yes.
Because usually I don't switch from
like that in one session like that.
No, I don't.
Maybe two, but like today was at least 4.
Yeah. So that was intense.
But
I'm still buzzing.
She is getting more solid in her gift.
Yes, thank you.
It's evolving by the day. Yes.
Thank you.
It's evolving very fast. So she's doing a good work.
Yes, I was just saying thank you, sister, for sharing your gifts, for allowing us to connect with like heaven on earth in this way, because the messages were very profound and very, very, very grateful for you. For you too, Vince. Like, it's a whole teamwork here, you know?
Yes, it is.
It's multiverse work.
And we are very grateful for you as well.
Yes.
We are grateful for this live. We are grateful for everything that you do, because I see that there is a lot that you are doing behind the door on an energetic level.
Yes.
And it feels good, like Vincent always said, it always feels good to be seen. And when I am in those states, I see people and I see the work that you do. So I'm really thankful for everything that you're doing for humanity. People will not understand it because they don't see it and they don't feel it. But I see you and I know everything that you're doing, and I am you have a big job. And they were showing me like
big.
And I was like, what does it mean? But they were from and I was like, what does it mean? But I understand that you have a big part in this. And like you said, they said, the 2 planets that you are visiting, you really have to work with those 2 planets. I don't really understand the whole concept because it's even for me, it's like, no, but it's new. I never heard about
we never focus really on Nibiru and stuff like that.
No, we don't know anything about those topics, and it's like, even for me, I will have to like
we're all
get
about
new messages.
Doing the basic, to master the basics.
Yeah.
This is our day-to-day
goal.
So for us to know all the stars and this and all this information, it's interesting, but it's not what we resonate most at this very moment. For now, we just want to master those basics, to build on that, to have a solid foundation. So we are all about that, and more, of course.
Yay!
Thank you, brother. Thank you, sister. Thank you, everyone here as well.
Thank you, everyone, for today.
So we love you.
So it was amazing. Thank you, everyone, for being here and to do your part. We are all in this together. It's a beautiful lifetime. I'm just grateful for this life and to experience this. If we go back just a few years ago, 2 years ago, we didn't even know each other. So things are moving fast.
When you take a quantum leap into yourself.
Because we were both doing that work on ourselves. I was doing that work on me. She was doing that work on her. And then we met, and then we did continue to do that work together. And then
But you have to take a quantum leap into yourself.
Within yourself. So
within yourself.
And we have already, like I said, a lot of material on our YouTube channel. It's in our link, so people that resonate with this, they can refer to our YouTube channel. So just saying that, and do you have anything to say?
Yes, I know that you're a Reiki practitioner as well.
Yeah.
I do Reiki, I do the Violet Flame and Metatron, and I get in the Akashic Records. So that's my forte.
Wow. So anyone who needs a reading, please go see that beautiful goddess, priestess, Marri priestess, divine Marri priestess. Please go see her. She's a beautiful soul, and I really resonate with her.
We connected with her like right away.
Yeah.
The first time we met on one of our first lives, which was all synchronicities and divine timing to build that. And we're just getting started even then.
Okay, so Rampage of Love asks, how does one get a chance to ask question on live? There's a box for a question. So maybe next time we might, you know.
And we also try to do a live every week on our page. So we last live we did just like mainly Q&A. So this is
maybe we should do a Q&A one.
So just keep stay in touch, and sometimes we go through many questions.
Yes, and let's do another one, Mary. There's a lot more to dive in, you know. I feel like I just scratched the surface.
The tip of the iceberg.
So I mean, let's do it more.
Yes, let's be in touch, and then anyone if you guys haven't followed them, please follow them as well, so you guys could
same on our side.
And just be in the knowing this is how we all come together, you know, help each other, remember, and everything.
Perfect. So
thank you.
To all, and,
love you.
More to come.
Love you guys. We'll be in touch.
Bye-bye. Definitely. Bye.
Please like, share, and subscribe if you resonate with this, and we also accept donations. So if you want to support our mission, you will find the link in the description right below.